Hey, what's going on, guys? Kalamazi here. This is going to be our testing and not kill, but a good bit of testing. Using a bit of prog bait on this fight on Nexus King Salhadaar, I think. This fight is the penultimate fight in Manaforge Omega 11.2's and raid, and this fight is insane. It is very cool. We know that Dementius is going to be an incredible fight as well. This fight does not disappoint. It was a little buggy when it came to like phase transitions and things. A lot of it was like there is some potential for like start stop DPS checks in the fight, and we were pushing the boss so fast at certain points. It seemed like some abilities might have gotten misplaced, some odd spell queuing, start and stop stuff. But I'm gonna walk you through what's happening here, try and break it down, and hopefully give you all a better idea. They might end up retesting this boss if they fix some spell queuing and things, all that, and go from there. But honestly, insane boss. So basically, if you think back to Sarkareth, I think it was heroic and above. I don't know if it was normal, but you had basically a debuff. You had 2 stacks of a certain debuff. And you had to clear those stacks to essentially not die to the boss's like mechanic at the end of phase 1. This boss has that in a sense as well. So the way it works, when the fight begins, you're going to have 3 stacks of a buff. I forgot what it's called, but it's right up here. Basically, you clear these stacks by standing in these conquer smashes the boss does. Now, the interesting thing about this, and we'll go to the start of the fight here, is that he does conquer and vanquish. Conquer is the, it's going to happen a few times. Conquer is the like soak you want to stand in to clear your stacks. He does the decree here, 1, 2, 3, puts the 3rd stack on you. Bang, there you go. I would expect Mythic to have more than 3 probably, but who knows. This is heroic to clarify. The Vanquish is a frontal. It's a large frontal cone, sort of how like Mythic Anduin was when you were going down into Frostmourne Sword, whatever it was, right? But you don't want to get hit by that. So the tanks have a weird job of having to like take the Conquer soaks on top of either like one of 2 range piles, or you just stack together with them, and then quickly turn away with turn the Vanquish away. The unfortunate part is that it's not a it's random what abilities come. We thought they might have fixed it mid-testing, so it's always like conquer, conquer, vanquish, vanquish, but it can literally be any of the 4 in, slot 1, 2, 3, 4 based on spell queuing. So that makes this fight, that's probably like my main point of feedback, is making that like automatically, or just make it, a pre-planned mechanical sequence where you have conquer, vanquish, something like that, where you know what's happening, because it's hard to react as a tank when it's just RNG. And you can see the cone is huge, and there's very little time to move out of it. But either way, so we're heading in here. The boss is going to do his thing. There's the first conquer. So I have 3 stacks of this right here. I'm going to stand in here, and when this conquer goes off, I'm going to lose a stack of debuff. Now, the thing about standing in the Conquer, there's the Vanquish. You can see how fast it comes out. It's a large frontal. I'm in the air still from the Conquer, and the Vanquish has already been cast on a tank, right? The thing with taking the Conquer Smash is that it does give you a debuff, which makes you take 100% more damage from the next Conquer for 20 seconds. Now, you can opt to split this among 2 different groups. We had a group here and a group here for a while, but ended up just sort of saying whatever because the Vanquish was weird and we were cleaving people. So we just said we're just going to stack them. Defensive and heal through it. It's whatever. It wasn't that big of a deal, but I doubt they want you doing that on, in an end version of this boss, right? So Vanquish comes out here. It's very fast. Got to move it. Vanquish again, which that can be a conquer. Maybe it's a Vanquish. Who knows? We got lucky there. So there's that. AMZ comes down here for second conquer. If it lasts long enough, didn't. It's okay. We have 2 stacks here. It's gonna hit. Boom. We have 1 stack. It's a bit of damage. Everybody gets 2 stacks here, but it's not the end of the world. So besides that, you're going to have random conquer beheads, which are going to spawn these like sharp fang things in, right? These are like sort of like fire arc lines, but they're permanent, or they last a while. They're not permanent, I guess, but they despawn after a while, but they last a good bit. Get out of the raid. When those claws come out and slash, they're going to hit you or anybody else in that line and knock you in a direction, but they're on the floor still. Those marks stay on the floor. So if you drop those in the group, not only is the group getting slashed, but you're also just going to get left, you're going to leave a permanent debuff on the ground, or it lasts like a minute or 2. That takes damage, right? It deals damage. So you got to be careful to move those out. Not a lot of time to move them either, so be aware, get out fast. You can see the actual like claws coming in here, which is pretty cool. There's that. Then I believe you can see he's dying sort of fast here as well. Probably doesn't have enough health, but that's that. He does a banishment here. I believe it's just a dot that goes on people. You have to heal through. I'm not totally sure. He's casting Command Besiege here as well. Bit of damage coming in. Here comes the other Conquer overlaps here. So we're going to have, there are 3 different Conquer Vanquish sets in phase 1. This is set 2. So you're going to have Conquer here. I'm clearing my last stacks. I'm clear technically. You're also, I think this might be the other besiege mechanic here, but you're gonna at times have these orbs coming to the raid here, similar to One Arm Bandit with like the flame tornadoes and things, right? So you have to make sure you're soaking your conquerors, dodging the orbs coming through, clearing your debuff, and going from there. So we got lucky there with double conquer. Then it goes vanquish into vanquish again. Barriers committed here as well, and we're cruising on through. Debuffs are all cleared here. I believe our hunter has 1 stack, and our DH has 1 stack of the, gotta clear his debuff. That's okay, not a big deal. More beheads come out here. This is going to be a slash mechanic again. And once these go out, the first set and the last set clears as well. So more go out here, and they clear as well. So they last, I guess they last till the next set, give or take, is what it is. You're going to have banishment coming in here, just that random heal through, I believe, debuff as well. And then you're going to have a command besiege coming in, which, yeah, so the actual dragons in the back of the room there are being activated. Here come those orbs. So the besiege is actually sieging the raid, I guess, in a sense, with these, like, orbital bombs, right? So there's the last conquer set here. Everybody clears the debuffs. We're good to go. If you don't clear these, if you leave this phase with a stack on you, whatever it's called, I think it's like oppression or something like that. Once the intermission finishes, which is happening soon, you'll be mind controlled. Don't want that happening. So there's that. This is happening here. He invokes the oath, whatever. So a lot of damage in the raid here. So this is around the 2-minute mark. Some dragons are spawning in here. I guess the actual visual edge is coming in. There's going to be a knock here. And there's going to be these large circles that are coming here too whenever the actual dragon spawns in. This is like the Royal Void Wing that he uses over the course of this part of the fight, and then also empowers himself later on. So this spawns in. It's a 2-target cleave, I guess, setting here. These circles come out here. Once these go off, they knock you. So if you're on the very, very edge of the room, you'll be knocked a bit. You might be able to see it there a little bit as well. There are some weird overlaps at times with these other abilities happening, so you got to be careful there. I thought it knocked you. Maybe it doesn't. I think it did, but either way, there's that. A couple more mechanics. The slashes still happen here. You're obviously tanking the dragon here with its own little set of mechanics based on what you're doing. It's a tank breath, just dodge the breath, not a huge deal. The dragons around the room in this phase do replicate what this dragon does. So you can see, for example, like when the dragon's doing his breath here, he's firing up his breath right about now. Look at this. Here, I think even like here and things. These are the dragon images around the room, right? So shooting the beam across the room, breath's gonna fire, here come the other beams as well. So gotta be aware of where you're standing. And these will also rotate based on the boss rotating a bit here as well. At least they did during testing. They moved a bit. And that proved to be quite annoying later on. Could have just been me being stupid. But so either way, right about here, the boss is at 40%. All that. We are beginning the, I guess, ad intermission around the 250-ish timestamp for us. He's rallying the Shadow Guard. So think back to Razageth, where you had the left and right platform. It's not as bad. Don't worry. You're going to have 2 platforms. Half the raid goes there, half the raid goes there. Head over to the sides, and you're going to blast his ads down. Also, to get over there, you use your Rishi wraps, whatever they're called. Button right here, takes you over. Bang, we're flying. You're going to have a high prio ad here. Nexus Prince, something, to Titan, whatever, just kill it. Or it's a bigger ad, just kill it and burst his ads down. Everybody waited for this point in the fight. We actually lusted here. These ads blew up. I assume a mythic it'll be a lot more difficult. Tighter tune and all that. Probably didn't need to lust there either. But cool. You go back. Very exciting. That phase is over. Woo! So we're back here. Now, this is where the fight became a little weird. I don't know if anybody was really even sure what was supposed to happen here. We pushed the boss to 40%, which spawned that phase, and we killed it really fast and came back. And if we actually backtrack here, I think we had a weak aura. No, you can see the boss. So you can see the boss over here. His Seal the Forge, this is like his enrage for this phase, I'm pretty sure. You can see, like, when we're done here, his cast has a long time left. Sort of how I think Razageth had a cast like this too. Like, we blew this thing apart. So it might be some weird, like, issue with killing it too fast. Maybe he doesn't do mechanics till his cast finishes, or some like internal timer for beginning abilities again. I'm not really sure, but we just came back and he was just sort of chilling. So we just started attacking again. And that was that. I think we thought it was even bugged here for a while. But either way, we'll know more, I guess, in later testing. So we chill here for a little bit, do some damage, give or take. And then there are a handful of mechanics from phase 1 here as well. But pretty soon, I think around 30 30% on the boss, I think, roughly. It might be a little lower. The boss will need to split off and sort of help. He will consume the dragon and empower himself. Both are taking damage here. Just cleave both down. Good to go. You can see just nothing's happening at all. A little confusing. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Thank you. And then, yeah, so the boss is at like, what, 28%, I think, roughly, give or take. Yeah, so these spawn in from the last phase, obviously. 28%. These spawn in. You get out to the edges here. And that was about half a minute of nothing happening. You have the circles coming out. You have the actual slashes coming in here, so you got to be careful where you're standing. Those do linger throughout the phase. You have Dimension Breath coming in also. Yeah, this is the one where the beam almost cut me in half. Yeah, it's moving. It hurts. It moves. It's like these dragons in the edge replicate, or the portals do. So you have that overlap there. And right about there, if you saw, the boss is at 25%, dips a bit lower. I don't know if this is time-based or not, but I assume it is 23%. Roughly, he jumps away, and damage amp begins. So, basically, the boss is going to jump away. He shields himself with, I think, Royal Decree is what it's called. He takes 99% less damage, so you can still generate resources off him and such. And he'll begin to consume the dragon. He's like, yo, big dog, I'm sorry. I need your energy. I'm going to suck you up and kill you. So he's going to do this. King's Hunger. The dragon takes double damage here. He takes none. Dragon takes double. The damage amp lasts, I believe, 30-ish seconds. Begins now. And yes, if you have damage here, burst your classes, CDs, all this stuff here, pump. Right? Now, whenever he consumes the dragon, this is also random. I believe this is just on pets, or it's on any unit. It can be on players or pets. I believe a Wrathguard baited it later on. It's up as well. It's like the slashing hands. Whenever he consumes the dragon, he will gain its remaining health pool. Now, the interesting thing here is that, I don't know if this is a bug or probably like a built-in threshold. When the dragon reached like 30%, it would just automatically consume the dragon. I assume it's because, I assume that's probably there to like just make it so you can't blow the dragon up and kill the boss at a super low health threshold. It would make sense, but it's a bit awkward. But I mean, it is what it is. Like you'll see here, and we'll have like a long time of the damage amp left, but the boss is gonna push. So this is already at what, 48%. This is at 28, I think, as well. But is what it is. If you have big damage here, crank, dodging these slashes, some pulsing damage in the raid. Just what can you do? This might be a good lust point too, depending on progression and where you're at and stuff as well. But yeah, so you can see here, if I rewind a little bit, the boss, it's sitting at like what, 44%. We might actually not beat this one here, but we beat it at times. Yeah, we beat it at times actually. I feel yeah, okay, so I think it's 40% it stops at roughly. But yeah, it stops a little early, I think, roughly. Maybe. Either way, right around there, give or take. I could be wrong with that, but there are times it queued in an odd manner and just stopped early, but is what it is. So you can see the boss consumes it, King's Hunger is over, and this begins essentially like the final phase. So this is like Nexus Princess meets hell. I don't know. It's a really cool phase, but so people are going to be debuffed with these cosmic orbs or whatever. We're going to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 going out here, right? Now, they're going to you're going to be pulled in a certain direction based on where they're placed, similar to Nexus Princess, right? So we're placing these around the edge of the room, like in this circle, this like odd colored circle here, a bit discolored, right? And the goal here is to have them like push and pull and suck everybody to the middle of the room. If you're not getting the actual star, like the big, I think they call it an urchin, or a sea urchin, whatever it is, you'll see. So these come out, they all pop, and a barrier comes down, we get pulled in here, you can see there they are, they begin to rotate, right? Now, it's not just the damage and the suck that happens here and all that, it's even more, they spawn these, and you have to dodge these, because they're going to basically, like spawn in rings, pulse, spawn in rings, pulse. It's sort of how it's Kai'Veza meets Silken Court. Yep, spawn in rings, pulse, spawn in rings, pulse, and spawn in rings, pulse. If you touch one of these things, you die. I'm pretty sure the big urchin as well. But the good thing about this is that I've noticed the actual edges of these beams here, or these rings, is not larger than it may seem. Like it's really easy to see. You can stand in like very tight spots and be okay. Even like right here, like we're chilling. It's okay, we're good. No big deal. All right. So we're through that. Now, once we're past this, we're gonna get a mechanic here. It puts basically arrows on people. You're gonna get, I believe, 3 arrows. I'm trying to see if I can find one here. I don't think we had one there. Yeah, here, Star Killer Swing. I think we already actually had one, but it's fine. So these come out. You want to pierce this big urchin, this big star, basically. I believe it does some damage when it pops. If you pierce it, it explodes, does a bit of damage, but removes the actual, like, star, this thing, from the fight itself. Which is good, because obviously it's tough the longer the fight goes, because you get more debuffs. You're going to get more right now. Here they come. So if you don't clear those, you're going to have so many swirling around. On Mythic, it does not clear them. All it does is change the direction of the way this is spinning. So if this thing is spinning, let's say this way, and you hit it, and this thing hits this, not going to explode. It's going to stop from moving this way and start going this way. If any of these touch on Mythic, you wipe. And you can't break them, from what we understand. And also, you're getting 7 more right now. Yeah. It's going to be pretty insane. Now, the cool thing is, like, they're not stuck to this ring only. You can put them anywhere in the room. So strat-wise, might not be as bad as it seems, depending on how they're rotating everything. There'll be a weak ward to assign you different lanes, I'm sure. But either way, pretty interesting. I don't know why the boss is shielded here. Some people said that he didn't shield for them. Some said he did shield for them. I don't know if it's like Blizz just shielding the boss to see more of this phase and say, hey, it's testing. I have no idea. But he shielded for us here and it didn't break. This might have been some weird bug with us killing the dragon too early, like we talked about a minute ago, because the dragon despawned before the time ended, right? He maintained his damage immunity. Either way, it is what it is. That's basically it. I got the buff there, got knocked back into the room, got pulled back in the middle of the room. Similar to Kai'Veza, you can just sort of ride the suck back in, and you're good. You can see dodging here is a wild ride, depending where you're at. But I mean, this is basically the last phase. It's super sick, and we didn't see the actual end of the fight, but it is, think Smolderon. Easy dodge there. Think Smolderon World in Flames with, like, the ring slowly popping the closer you get to the boss. I think they literally call this, like, Space in Flames or something like that. The void rings encroach and kill you. It's super sick. Didn't have timers here, but I think we were getting the enrage within like a minute or so here, give or take. A couple minutes, I'm not really sure exactly. I think we were closest to getting it. But yeah, we have even more stars coming in here. This is the 3rd set. Like, this fight's gonna be insane on Mythic. Super cool visually. Really fun fight to deal or to play just in general. I think the boss might need to have a bit more health on it. Maybe some start-stop DPS checkpoints to be looked at, because stopping DPS is a bit unfortunate, but on fights like this, it quite often happens with just fights being designed that way. But either way, super sick fight. We'll see where it goes. If you want to watch a normal kill without me yapping, here it is. Logs down below. All that. Thanks for watching. GN.
To be on,
I think I missed every sub. All right.
Like on the other side of the word.
Rest in peace, then.
Yeah.
I did not. I did not.
5, 4.
Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, I want to be fast on pole. Shoot. Forgot about that. I need to be super tight with CDs here.
1.
I'm gonna hold these at least a nightfall stack. Try to.
Yeah.
So knock up here. There we go.
Yeah, it needs to be fixed.
Get out.
I only get 1 soak there. I need to get. No, I had 2. Good.
Yeah.
A very cool fight though. Super sick. Watch your orb.
Out. Nice. Speed is awesome. What speed? This is unsafe. You like rotate, like movement speed. Are you sucking at it?
I weren't done with that anyways when we're set.
Orb.
1,
Another orb coming through in the back here. Watch out.
2,
I didn't take both there actually, but it's probably fine. Whatever. Zyra died. No.
No.
Fucking big.
I'm gonna hold CDs for the ads here.
No.
They don't leave.
These will be real.
I'm going to Singularity. Then I'm gonna hold for the ads.
Are we hitting the guys? Instead of the dragon?
Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. But it's raid testing. I just want to see how it is. And all that.
This guy's some fuck ass melee attacks.
Use the fun generator in the front of the
Like, meaning I'm holding Dark Lair and Soul Rot and stuff. Maybe we could have well, actually, I'm not glaring at that, yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, this should line up well. Let's see, we have PS again.
But the dragon like dies at 50, you guys were saying? Nice, yes.
What just happened to the Titan over here?
I CD'd it. It's gone. Let's go.
It's done.
We have CD'd it. Let's go. Yeah, but not my Dark Lair's running out with no dots or anything. Everyone held for it.
That was dead in 5 seconds.
Yeah, my touch did not go off.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if that was even me. I think the boom kid and everything else would have blasted it too. More dots. I wanted some egg cleave.
Fucking Boomkin's always fucking over my touch. I kind of want
Battle was me.
I don't think that kill is realistic, if that's for sure.
Let's just go as far as we can.
Let's just see IFC the
It's good prep. It's good prep.
We are gonna hold this for the push here, or the damage amp.
We go mid right now.
I think. He should push pretty soon, right? I think, correct? Let's swap the Void Wing here.
Yeah, yeah. I think I can immune them.
When is he gonna push? Oh!
Watch out.
Do immune it if you just have a preparation.
You gonna push, big dog, or are we just playing games here? Okay, there we go.
I guess.
Yeah, Shadow Bolt feels so much better here.
It was a tactical yard and death.
Gotcha.
It's fun. This is a really cool fight, man. Good fight. I think he's ended right around there every time, like 51% roughly.
Or do you want to be in the middle? Yeah?
Either I'm like kind of on the ring to Marcus.
This will be 6 points.
have a lot of move speed. You want to position to
Yeah,
to get the marbles.
You can go to the middle now. No.
That was a lie.
I don't know if I...
Wrong.
Missiles.
Yeah, that was-
coming
that
out.
was-
Yeah, that was.
They were also not really fast, which I think is what contributed to the increased difficulty.
Break him.
You're fucking dead, but
Press macro.
alright, place good now.
Just do the mechanics. The boss isn't doing that much.
I'm guessing that will insta kill you on live, by the way. So just go.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like the actual like damage radius is larger than the ring, which is nice. You see that, you do see that from time to time. Yeah, it seems better. Chilling.
Yeah. You have to pick it or your spikes on
So
top,
hard to get
or
around
is it-
those.
Yeah, it's crazy to run out like through the spikes.
You can also just have the sun. Like,
Go, 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 go.
Press macro.
I mean, I'm also watching people try to like run around the back of the stars instead of
always on the start moving.
letting it go into the.
Wait, what's the method?
Do you want to see the enrage? We can just live.
Live.
It's pretty soon. It's World in Flames, but void.
Oh shit. The world's
Live.
collide or?
World collide.
What is the enrage? Do we know? Is it just
World in Flames.
What's going on?
I mean, how does it trigger it though?
Look at this.
Oh,
one.
I can't see anything.
Probably thunders.
Okay.